So Christmas time, I went away from Toronto to attend my friend's birthday party in Ottawa. It was pretty good. I've seen quite a lot of people, not a lot, but new people. What I saw is people are, of course, in a party setup. Everyone's trying to wear their best outfits and looks pretty, looks handsome, and then to present themselves and to show the best who they are. The point is, it's not, of course, it's not my position, or it's not fair to them for me to just judge them on the first first counter, but this is just how I feel. I'm just sharing. I feel most people are pretty happy on the surface, but when you talk about authenticity, that's next level, like, which I don't find too many people are too really authentic in the terms of, in the level of they may not even know they are not. That's the thing. I'm not saying that they're fake. No, definitely not. But they are so caught up by what kind of impressions they're giving people, and they're so caught up by how people judge them. So a lot of time they couldn't just be freely be who they are, especially when it comes to something they're not very good at, or something that they not too proud of. You would instantly see that they try to avoid showing that to people, or some of them may be defensive, which actually, of course, what I'm talking, not just from the party, but it just triggered me, right? What I saw from the party, it just triggered me. Most people are like that. So this is a very important topic, which actually the topic today is about authenticity. And what actually is authenticity actually is a really big topic, because it's related to how you really, how much do you really know yourself. And a lot of time who we think we are is not actually who we are, a lot of time. Even though sometimes when we ask questions to people, especially when I was like a teenager, and a lot of teenagers do that too. How do you think about me? What do you think about me? We always just ask for feedback to ourselves. Even nowadays, maybe we would do that. So one of the reasons is actually get some affirmation, get some confirmation from people. We're not actually really very open-minded. And then that's how we are. We keep picking up feedback that we think who we are, and then to reinforce the impression that we think who we are, which it may totally not be. That's why a lot of time that we found there's a distance, there is a gap that from who we think we are should lead to certain results because of who we are. But however, all the time that the result actually wasn't what we expected. So there was a gap. There's a mismatch. So we confused, and then we question what happened. And most of the time we blame other people instead of we really reflect on ourselves. Maybe who I think who I am is not who I really am. And that's how it leads to something unexpected, like unexpected relationship, unexpected mostly relationship, or feedback from people about like maybe work, different thing. It's also with the relationship too, even work, right? So sometimes we think that we perform this way, but actually we don't. And of course, people wouldn't respond to you the way you think you are. People respond to you to think who you really are. So, and that's why it's so important to really know exactly who we are, instead of just believing the person we're shaping ourselves. But at the same time, it is kind of impossible to know exactly who we are, because there's no way we can study ourselves from outside, correct? There's no way you can study ourselves from outside. Even though you ask for opinion from outside, from other people, and as I said, you're still picking something to hear, that what you want to hear. Although it's other people's feedback, but it's still from your own perspective to look at, to take whatever you want to take from others people's feedback. So you're still studying yourself, knowing yourself, understanding yourself from inside, from your brain. So me, actually, the biggest critical point in my life, from being okay, not okay happy, but okay, kind of knowing the direction where I'm going to, or finding kind of okay confidence, those things, to being really truly happy and peaceful. The gap, the what makes it so different is from not being very authentic to be very authentic, which is how to do it. It takes practice, really. You really have to first understand yourself, and then be very aware of yourself, and then the next step is to be aware of what you are comfortable with yourself, what you're not comfortable with yourself, and then try to practice be comfortable of what you are not comfortable with. Be comfortable of your weakness. Be comfortable of your whatever, good and bad, your whole person. So not just the good part. So for that, then if you're very comfortable yourself, you could accept that people could be comfortable with your whole of you too, the whole you. If you're not comfortable with some part of yourself, so you wouldn't want to show it to people. So people would never able to have the opportunity to make friends with the part of you that you feel uncomfortable with, which is very important. Sometimes we are more forgiving than we thought. Like, people are more forgiving than we thought, than we think. Like, people make mistake. Okay, it's one thing. Sometimes people make mistake, but somehow if people apologize, like sincerely, and they admit that they made a mistake, or like something like that, something they open to it, actually you are very, very okay with it. Instead of feeling negative to that person because that person made a mistake, but with the follow through that person admit or apologize or very open to it, and instead of being defensive, actually you appreciate the person more than that person haven't ever made mistake. So same thing on you too. You could definitely show your weakness, or show people that be vulnerable to people. Like, there's no problem at all. I'm not telling you to tell people your bank account number or whatever, things like that. I'm just telling you, encouraging you to try to open up yourself. If you are a person that get emotional very easy, so just get emotional very easy in front of people. But the thing is, you're going to be aware. You're going to be conscious that you are such a person instead of unconsciously. If you do it unconsciously, if you get angry unconsciously, then you will forever getting angry because you don't think that you're getting angry. So you will never change. But you consciously, like, watching yourself, okay, I just got angry. And then that moment, maybe you couldn't do anything because you were in anger. You couldn't control. But afterward, if you're aware of that, then, okay, that's okay to be angry. This is your emotion. Sometimes, our body just responds in a way that we could have no control without practicing it. Then, afterward, just admit it, or even apologize to the people that get involved. And then move on. And then next time, then you will catch yourself again. Next time, catch yourself more time, and then with the awareness, you wouldn't get angry anymore, because it's fun that you watch people, like you watch kids, they fight each other. Sometimes they fight with each other, the kids, and then you found it's really interesting that they're fighting. If you're conscious, but they are not conscious, they found it's like really, really, really intense, like really important, whatever they're fighting. But from the outsider, actually it looks really cute. And if you could do that to yourself, you would find yourself very cute too. So you wouldn't get angry anymore. How can you be angry at, the person who was so cute, right? So things like that. So I guess this is one of the easiest approach to start to practice being authentic, is to accept who you are completely, and just, I'm not asking you to show your weakness on purpose, but when it comes to something that is you're not good at, or you're not really confident with, just be it. That's totally fine. Yeah, it will make you more cute, and people will accept you more, because at least you're authentic. The worst thing you could do is being defensive, and then blaming people, of course, worse, or being to cover yourself. That's the worst thing you could do. There's few non-beneficial consequences behind it. Imagine if you're not being authentic, or if you only present yourself only the good side of you, so people actually making friends with only the good side of you, right? So in the long run, that you couldn't be always that good, somehow you will show your weakness, which you feel uncomfortable with, and people would be like shocked, and people would find out that they will be uncomfortable with that portion of you too, and then and the relationship is already kind of built up. And the second thing is, especially if you're looking for a love relationship, that's even worse, because they will have a lot of unexpected moment in the future happen that come from the uncomfortable side of you, which that person, the other side, never knew, and you never showed him. So then, but you guys already have invested so much in the relationship. At that time, you guys kind of just take it, take the good with the bad, or something like that. So that's totally unnecessary, which you could deal with at the very beginning. And you want people to be friends with you, to build a relationship, the whole you, not just the good side of you.